Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hello and welcome back to Eva's House of Spirit. I'm Eva, and I'm having a lot of fun with these herbal, overlooked herbal association videos. These uses for herbs videos that I've been doing with herbs that are not often used in magic, because it's kind of fun considering what these herbs can do for us. These herbs that we kind of forget about or don't really use much because people don't talk about them too much. And so today I decided to do another one because these are so much fun. I decided today I would discuss saffron, because saffron is an herb that I've thought about it quite a bit. I have a little bit of saffron in my kitchen, in my spice rack, and I have often thought about it, like, what can I use this for? What can I use this for? So today I finally sat down and I started exploring the associations and the properties of it, and I thought I'd come on and share those with you. Now, I'm thinking that probably the main reason why saffron is overlooked so often is that it is so costly. For a little jar of saffron, at my job, okay, we sell things at overstock prices. For a little jar, it's like $8 at least. It's not an herb or a spice that people just, it's not one that many people buy because of the cost. So we often use other things in its place, or we just don't cook with it, let alone work with it magically. But that's not to say that sometimes if you're doing well, if you're on a financial upstreak, it doesn't mean that you can't pick some up when you get a chance and perhaps work with it. Now, the first thing that comes to mind when I think of saffron is that due to its cost, it has obvious prosperity associations. Think about it. Like attracts like. So if you want to draw the finer things into your life, if you want to prosper, use saffron in your prosperity works, if you can afford to. Now, along those lines, I will say, please don't, at least I'm suggesting this because I think it's just a little common sense I'd like to throw in. Please don't run out when you're not financially doing so well and spend a ton of money to buy saffron just to do a prosperity work for yourself, because that's kind of counterintuitive. I would think it would make more sense if you're kind of having a lean time to work instead with prosperity herbs like maybe basil that you probably already have or that are easily accessible and much more affordable, until you get to a financial upstreak where buying some saffron to continue to strengthen your prosperity work wouldn't make or break you. Saffron has solar fire associations and autumnal associations. This is because saffron threads come out of the center of the saffron crocus. These flowers require sunlight, and these plants will flower in October. So yeah, they have solar as well as autumn, fall correspondences and associations. So I would suggest that in researching saffron for yourself, and I do recommend that you research it for yourself as well, that you consider associations and correspondences to the sun and to the fall, because those will apply to saffron. Saffron also has solar associations due to its golden color. Again, I will point out that you should probably take color vibration into account here. That will also apply to saffron. And with that said, I'd like to delve more into those solar associations, that solar fire connection it has. Saffron can be used in magical work due to its solar association for blessings, cleansings, health, prosperity, happiness, protection, power, motivation, energy, activity, growth, success, positivity, luck, and or anything else that corresponds to the sun and its planetary influence. But because saffron is yellow, saffron also has associations with the air element. Saffron's yellow color links it to mentally oriented things, ideas, thoughts, awareness, consciousness, knowledge, creativity, communication, connections, expression, and other air elemental correspondences. Because saffron has such strong prosperity associations, such connections to financial well-being and the finer things in life, and because it has to do with ideas, thoughts, creativity, and connections and communications and all that, this would be a great herb for, success in business, networking, coming up with creative ideas, strategizing your business plans, goals, whatever, coming up with new marketing angles or ideas. This is an herb that has a lot of potential mentally, but also in regard to its other associations. So you would think that if it's connected with finance in a positive way, this could also apply to the mental process of making financial decisions, thinking up ways of making money, ways of marketing oneself, branding oneself, etc. So that's another really cool aspect of saffron. And in other regards, if you're looking at this from a perspective of, healing or joy or any of its other potential qualities or uses, I should say, because again, it has a mental air association due to its color vibration, saffron can also help you to acquire knowledge, to help you to do things. For example, it's good for health. Okay, so if you're looking to study, let's say, herbs or medicine or anything like that, if you're going to medical school, you can use saffron to help you to do well and to really retain the knowledge you get and to really excel in your field, and also because it's a success herb, it'll help you to succeed in your field. It's good to connect the associations as well as to pinpoint the different associations. There are many associations, but when you start to fit them together like puzzle pieces, you can come up with some really good uses for saffron. I will also say, in using saffron, though you can use it in many different ways, such as, for example, sprinkling it over candles, or adding it to powders or incenses, or adding it to mojo bags, or adding it to baths, or any other ways that you could possibly apply it in your work, maybe because of its cost, you could probably get the most out of your saffron if you use it in magical cooking, because then you get to eat the food or serve the food, and you also get to work your magic. So you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal there. It does cost so much that you might want to consider magical cooking when you're going to be working with saffron. So let's say you want to do prosperity work. Well, maybe you can make some saffron rice. Rice is very associative with prosperity. You can feed it to your family if you want everyone in your family to do well, or you can just eat it yourself, and obviously you would put intention and deliberate thought and all that kind of energy and stuff into the meal as you're preparing it, thinking about prosperity and doing well and prospering and all of that. And you can put prayers and blessings and visualizations and etc. into the food you create with the saffron, in this case, saffron rice. And then you can serve it to everyone and let the magic naturally unfold. So that's what I have to say about saffron. This is probably a bit of a short video. I think I've only hit about almost 10 minutes. But now at the end of this video, I would like to ask you all for requests for future overlooked herbal correspondence and use videos. I have thus far covered paprika, turmeric, and saffron, but I'd like to hear from you. What herbs or spices or plants that commonly grow in a lot of areas outdoors would you like me to maybe cover in future episodes of my Overlooked Herbal series? I'm asking for suggestions because, I'm only one person. I can only think of so much. But maybe when we put our heads together, you can suggest some really good ones to me. The kind of herbs I'm asking about are herbs that people don't seem to talk a lot about magically, and herbs that you just don't hear of people using so much. Again, it could be weeds that grow in the garden. It could be herbs in your spice rack or things like that you just don't hear people talk about using in magic. That's the only criteria I really set forth for this. But please, if you have any suggestions at all, do hit me up in the comments. Put those down below, and I will work at making videos for each of those. I'm looking forward to what you all will suggest. And with that said, I'm going to wish you blessed be an ashe. You have an awesome day. I hope you've really enjoyed this video. I hope this is an excellent starting point for you to maybe consider using saffron in your magical work. And until next time, until our next exchange, you take care and you stay awesome. Bye-bye for now.